Hey guys, Brix back with another LEGO Transformer review, and today we're diving back into our Hearts of Steel Decepticon collection. Let's check out Hearts of Steel Starscream. Okay, so here we have Hearts of Steel Starscream looking super dupe. I don't know if I'm going to maybe do the other Seekers like this as well. I kind of want to, but I don't know. I just don't know. I might. I don't know. It's pretty cool. But yeah. So he's a really wacky, steampunky looking train plane, and it's weird because I mean, of course, he has like six wings. Not really sure why. I don't know if this was like a concept of like a real actual thing or like where the comic book got this from, but yeah, let me actually zoom out a bit so you can see everything. As you can see, he has 6 wings and he has train wheels on the bottom. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense to me. Is he like, are train tracks his runway? Like he's flying in and landing perfectly on train tracks to like come to a stop or something? Like how does that work? I don't know. But he does have one working propeller, as you can see here. Very nice. I thought about making these work, but you know, just didn't seem too important. They're just like minor details. But I did want to show them at an angle that, you know, they do turn technically, you know, if you want to twist them like a little wind-up thing or something. But besides that, I mean, the fact that it does have train wheels, it does roll fairly well. I mean, it's very front heavy, so you kind of have to keep your hand on the back of like his knees to like roll it, but it does roll fairly well. Other than that, there's really nothing excuse me. Ooh. Nothing left to really discuss as far as articulation. So, before we get into transformation, I guess we could show off. Yeah, he's going to just sit like that for a bit. We do have another winged transformer. My man Jetfire right there. So you can kind of see how that goes. Let's get that guy out of there. And we do have main man Megatron. Come on, get over here. So we do have Megatron, Hearts of Steel, in his giant wheeled cannon mode. Still wondering if I need to work on like, you know, a couple of securing tabs for the arms inside, like right here, or do I want to just do the video as is? I'm not really sure, but he is kind of flimsy in this mode. And it's fine if you know, move this here, but he does have like spinning wheels of Murder Doom. They both spin freely, so that's pretty cool. But that's just a size comparison. Starscream is the star of this show. Alright, so let's get into transformation, which is kind of simple considering how complicated this looks, but I mean, he's basically just you know, just kind of sitting down. So we will start with getting this little front piece, which will be like the cow catcher. Just get that out the way for now so we can work on these legs and bring these down. Gotta fold these up right here to make space for it to, for the knee to land right there. And while we're up here, we will take the feet and spin them around and fold that up. Got the little wing, it's kind of just hanging out on the front of the foot. That's how he rolls. No, this is how he rolls actually, the wheels. Let's see, let's get around to the other leg and fold that up. Get that going, turn the foot, fold the foot, there you go. And then you can bring all of this down like so. Get his legs all straightened up and respectable like. Alright, so we got the legs going like that. And then we want to spin them 180. Which does work. Oh no. Maybe it does not work. That might make sense as to why I only had one of these exhaust pieces on there. Oh wait, that was supposed to... Alright, so now this turns into a Transformer repair live stream. Not live stream, but you guys know what I mean. Alright. Now is that where that was? Kind of feel like it was. Well, it's like it was bumping into something before and now it is not. Oh, because that's not as far up as that was once. Alright. This whole thing went up here. And that's why there's an angular plate or a corner plate. There we go. Alright. Take two. But basically, we'll turn this around this way. Which it works. You just have to really pay attention to like how you're, keeping all the mixel joints flush and, at the right angle for it to spin around. Alright, so from there we could bring down the little cow catcher thing again. And we have his bottom half pretty much done. Pretty much done. These little side wings, they just fall off to the side. Like so. Very cool. And then we could work on these arms, which is just pretty much lift them up, bring them down. You could flail them out a little bit. It has double jointed elbows. And it rocks out like that. Bring this one up as well. Bring the shoulder out, get things out the way. And there's his other arm, looking super cool. And here, just so that the blades aren't like blocking his face or anything, I like to keep that down like that. It kind of helps, it lends itself to the design of the body. And for the side right here, over the top or head reveal, pretty much just take all this, fold it back, like so. Lots of articulation back there. You have this, which is separate from these pieces, and then that piece is a whole thing, but all you really have to do is just take the whole thing, fold it back, and then pull the head up, and then get these little stack thingies that he always has, bring those up. And from there you could take the wings and just kind of pose them up. All they do is just like rotate on these 2 points right there. They don't really flail out or anything like that. Trying to stay true to the design. And let's get them standing and situated, nice and planted. Get his legs out a bit. And there we have Starscream. Let me try to get him nice and centered here in the camera for you guys. Alright, Hearts of Steel Starscream, looking super dupe. Very nice, very nice. Now this guy's wingspan is huge, way bigger than probably any of my other Starscreams, and it doesn't really fold in per se. I know that the actual third-party release has these pieces kind of like even more pointier and brings them in a bit to kind of help, with the width of it. Which, there's always room for version 2, especially by the time I decide to build out the rest of the Seekers and such, so we'll see. I kind of like to have my Decepticons and Autobots even, as far as like, you know, right now my Autobots only have Prime, B, and Prowl. I'm working on Ratchet. But these guys have the Insecticons, which matches my Autobots right there, plus a Starscream, plus a Megatron. Imagine if I made 2 more Seekers. They would outnumber and destroy the Autobots all the time. I know that I'm not actually sitting there fighting them, like, and clashing them, no. But for display purposes, I like to try to make the teams as even as possible. I don't think I'm going to do a bunch of Prowl repaints into Smoke Screen and Blue Streak, which would be cool to see. But to build, I have to, like, buy a whole nother bookshelf to house all of that, and I'll be well into like 400 Transformers at that point. So for size comparison, I mean, we do have the closest guy here, which is Squeeze Play, and that's what that looks like. Let me try to bring the camera up a little bit more. There you go. So of course, everything deluxe. So instructions for Hearts of Steel Starscream will be up, if not already, on BrixMediaStudios.com. Even if I don't decide to build the other Seekers, I will have their instructions available, so that way maybe you could build them. You know, and if so, you know, post them on social media, tag me. You know, I want to see how they come out. If you buy instructions for any of my models and decide to build them, if you have social media, post it, tag me. I'll put you in my story so more people can see it as well. Alright, so that is it for, should I go through articulation? I feel like that's kind of given with the transformation because he's all contorted and stuff, but quick rundown, his head is on a T-joint. You know, the further up the T-joint it could go, you could look down, look up, do the full 360. The shoulders only really go up about that much. I mean, if we try to pull it out of its port a little bit more, just a smidgen before it comes all the way out, it could go up just a little bit more. No, they do not bend up that way, huh? Full range on the elbow, wrist, full range on that. Waist, as you can see, based on transformation, could do a full 360. These wings could pretty much move on multiple joints, as you can see there, clips and hinges and mixels. The knees have full range based on transformation, full range on the rocker, of course, with the foot swivel, and it does have foot tilting, not at the ankle though, it just kind of rocks back and forth. The arms would do a 360 if the wings were not in the way, which they are kind of always in the way to some degree, but that's fine. And that's about it. Alright, so now I could say, see you guys next time. Peace.